When I kind of, when the pace had drifted off, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape, so I wanted to take it on. Jakob was good enough to close that gap, and then obviously he was a class above on that last lap. But I was happy with how I held on in the race, and then overall happy with how I executed the race. So yeah, pretty happy with that.
Was there a moment when you thought that he wouldn't come up behind you and take the lead at the end?
I was hoping he didn't, but yeah, he's an amazing athlete. His last lap was crazy good. It takes something special to beat him, which we've seen, so he looks pretty unbeatable this year, but I gave it everything I could. When he went past, I tried to hang on as long as I could, but with probably about 200 to go, I started to get a bit tired, but I still held on well down the straight, he was just a little bit too good today.
You guys, to run this fast today after what you guys have been through all year, with the trials and the hot weather, what do you think you guys are capable of doing next year when it's a little bit fresher?
I think definitely a lot faster. The track felt amazing out there, but it's during the day. Maybe if we get nice conditions at night, I think we can go a lot quicker. Probably not post the Olympics. Obviously, that was those 3 races took probably a lot out of all the guys. So yeah, I think we're definitely capable. I wouldn't be surprised if Jakob can get near that world record, especially the 1500 a mile. What we've seen is he looks comfortable. He ran 3:47 today, looking pretty good. So I've no doubt he can get pretty close to those records.
Do you feel nervous when you're off in front of the field like that so much, or are you pretty comfortable out there?
It's a weird feeling. You kind of I know that I'm coming from the fitness end, so I feel like I'm strong enough that I can hold on pretty well. It's going to be hard for guys to beat me from that point, so I don't mind taking the lead and then just giving it everything. You kind of get a little glimpse of the camera each lap and kind of know where everyone is. I knew they'd come. I knew Jakob would come, and the big focus is just try and battle as hard as I can when guys try and come around you. And I was like, I did well enough to hold off everyone but Jakob, so yeah, it was a pretty good race overall.
So you've never been a guy who's been afraid to take the pace and go hard, and even with the pacer today, you were right on him right away. And we talked about in the press conference, before the meet, do you think that's the new normal for the 1500 and the mile, is hard paces from the gun, even in championship races?
I think definitely. I think you look what Jakob can run over a 5K. I'm a 15 5K guy, so I think the 1500 game's changed. It's not so much who can kick the last lap the quickest. Now it's who can run the full 1500, the mile the quickest. So yeah, I think it's changed. That's how I run best. I'm probably not as quick over 800 as a lot of the guys, so I've got to try and make them hurt before that final lap. So I like going the front. If I get the chance, I'll try and do it in most races. I feel like I can control how I run. I'm not really worrying about how anyone else in the race is going. So I enjoy doing that. I think it suits me, and hopefully I can keep going with it as well.
But it seems like in 2019 in Doha, when Chariot took the race out hard and nobody really went with him, everybody kind of learned that lesson, and so it wasn't going to happen again in Tokyo.
Yeah, I think obviously Doha, it was a 3:28 race, so I think championships from now on aren't going to be slow. Yeah, the game's definitely changed. You look, the guys that win the medals are capable of running well under 3:30 now, so that's the level we got to try and get to if we want to compete with Chariot, Jakob. So I think, yeah, definitely everyone realises the high standard in the 1500 right now, and it's kind of motivating for the next tier of guys and myself to try and close the gap on those couple of guys.
And 3:48 for you to get so damn close to your own Australian record. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I'm obviously happy with it. I feel like I definitely got tired that last 250. If I had knew I was right on my record, I might have dipped a little bit, but at least I have the record, so I didn't miss out on too much. But yeah, I'm happy with that after the Olympics. You never know. Probably you miss a bit of training, and probably it's kind of hard getting motivation straight after such a big build up for the Olympics. So I'm happy that I'm back on the horse. I'm feeling good, and hopefully I can close out the season well.
And we're going to see you in a couple more Diamond League races this year?
So I'll be racing the 3K in Lausanne. I think that's next week. Brussels Diamond League 1500, and then Zurich final. I'm not sure whether I'll do the 5K or the 1500 yet there. So I'll kind of make that decision depending on how fitness is looking, and then maybe a road race as well before I head back to Australia.
Feeling a little rough after the race? A little bit chunder over there?
Yeah, I think it's just hard because it's a different time. We're not used to racing, so I think I probably slept in a little bit, so I ate a bit too late today. So I felt fine during the race, and it wasn't until I finished where I'm like, yeah, I'm struggling to hold this in, but at least it's up now and I'm feeling a bit better.
All right, congratulations.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, guys.